Alright, well, I'm going to start talking early because apparently the live always has a delay. And then it says I'm live. So, I hope you all had a good time. Happy Tuesday. Shout out to Yank and Gutter and Lee. We had Jason on, Sam, Tuppy's mom, can't forget about you, Jen G, Ashley, Amanda, of course, my sweetheart. Hope you all had a good time. I gotta stop saying Gonna be getting into this pretty soon, hopefully in the next couple of days. I gotta be up early, it's getting late now. Eastern Standard Time, it is 12:40. So, here's a little insight. You can pause it, take some screenshots. But apparently, the CIA released papers. Now, did they release them or did they craft them? But they released it, and you can see right here on the, above my cursor, 1 million years BC, the exploration of Mars. Was our government up to time travel? Who knows? But hopefully I get a few guests on. Maybe Yank from Yank and Gutter. Maybe Gutter from Yank and Gutter. Maybe some of the fine people from the chats. And we will dive into this. Again, I hope you all had a great time tonight. Go check out Yank and Gutter. Gutter Talks. Great time. Great people. Tonight was a fun night. I want to thank you all for being there. I want to thank you all for checking it out. And here's a little something for next time. We're going to get into the weird conspiracy shit. Get your tinfoil hats ready. And we're going to dive into some more shit. Justin Trudeau is officially a dictator. Biden is officially a puppet of Russia. Hillary officially spied on Trump as a president. There is so much going on. And your tax dollars keep going up. The Fed says they're going to have 7% increases on interest rates. Definitely 4, possibly 7. So, whatever loans you're going to take out, you better take them out now, because Goldman Sachs says that they're going to at least 4, possibly 7 interest rate raises. If this isn't purposely destroying the economy, a trained monkey can run this economy better. Open up the pipelines, enable fracking, stop starving the American people. Check out time travel. And if it's not tomorrow, it will be Thursday. Now, I'm off next week. Amanda's getting a surgery. Pray for a smooth, successful surgery and a healthy, quick recovery. But I will be home all next week, so expect some content to come up. And well, that about wraps it up for tonight. I gotta be up. I gotta be out early in the morning. Today was an early day too. I was up all the way up in Schenectady by 7. And it's now 1 in the morning. So I got about 4 or 5 hours to get some sleep. Go back and do it all over again. Long days. But we work hard. And I hope you all stay informed. I hope you all tune in, show some love, learn a thing, add a thing. You know, it's a lot of fun connecting with people. So, be there, be square, like, comment, subscribe, whatever kind of topics you'd like to throw in. Throw them in the comment section. Holy shit, Jen G. Hey, how are you, Jen? I'm interested in this too. We're going to break it down. Apparently, I'll give you a little more insight. Since you could all thank Jen G for jumping into the comment section. Apparently, they were giving this guy time coordinates and like geographical coordinates. And this is the CIA. I mean, These are papers released by the CIA this is transcripts of missions. And now this is one thing I will say about the CIA. This says it was dated in 1984. Isn't that convenient? Ask George Orwell the significance of that year. Okay? They could have easily drafted this up in the past couple of years and released it to keep us distracted. I don't know, but it is fascinating. So we'll go through it. There's a couple of other tidbits. I got to thank Nick Tafali. He sent me the links to this. And when they stopped the funding of using animals, birds and dolphins, for surveillance. My sister and brother-in-law are both retired CIA. Needless to say, we don't see eye to eye. That's because they're trained to lie, cheat, and deceive. And they sign non-disclosure agreements. You'd all probably be put in jail if they ever told you something that they signed a contract with the federal government to keep. Here's a little tit for tat. My brother is a high-ranking government official. He won't tell me a goddamn thing because he knows I'll come on here on the internet webs and share it. Now, one thing I will say, and I think it's safe now, I had a high level Green Beret, Army Ranger guy, family. He confirmed when I came out with claims that aliens exist. And he said they sure do. And then we had to break communications on all electronic devices because they would tap them in. And, well, now you notice the government coming out. UAPs, they call them. Unexplained aerial phenomena. It's another name for UFOs because they stigmatized UFOs so much. It's like, go get your tinfoil hat. But we all know, with the billions and billions and billions of planets and the billions of miles of space, it would be quite, self-centered to think that we're the only source of life or the only culmination of life in the universe. And watching humans, as dopey and stupid and easily brainwashed as they are, oh, I would weep for all of life if humans was the best they got. So, they say there's a general rule. By the time it reaches the public, it's already been out for about 50 years. So, we're going to go into this. Apparently, it's a Mars exploration, May 22nd, 1984. And according to the transcripts, they were able to give time and location coordinates. So, for what it's worth, it might be a big distraction piece put out by the CIA. I would not put it past them. It's like, look at these idiots doing videos on some bullshit time travel while we're actually doing time travel. I mean, look how they looked at the aliens. Back in the day, they would paint mountains multicolor and wear tinfoil hats. But now it's all over. It's mainstream news. The UFOs, the Navy, the Marines, they don't know what the fuck they're seeing. So the Air Force, pilots, we've been coming across this shit forever. Now, I'm going to fill you in with one more tidbit. Let me hit the comments real quick. I know some things. Anyway, brother-in-law was director of science and technology. Okay. Here's two things I'm going to say, and I'm going to leave it at this. A, I have a personal picture of a UFO I took. Unlike any technology I've ever seen, broad daylight, I took this fucking picture with a disposable camera. And the second, there's more to this dimension. Now, here's a little background information. Humans take in about 11 million stimuli per second between eyes, senses, pressure, weight, gravity, taste, smell. 11 million pieces of data. And your brain breaks it down or 40 million. It's some weird shit. It's like 40 million pieces of data, and it breaks it down to 11. And your brain fills in the gap to make it make sense. So we're really bad information takers. If you look up how good a human brain is at taking in information, our brain actually makes up a lot of it, and brains don't all function perfectly. So I think it's like 40 million stimuli, bits of stimuli at any given second, but only 11 get interpreted to the 5 they break it all the way down to 5 senses. I have multiple paranormal experiences with witnesses. Not just me seeing ghosts and saying, oh, I saw this shit sometime. Other people saw it too at the same time. And out of the spectrum of what humans could take in, we can't see infrared. There's so many, even just light spectrums. We are right in the middle, and all of the infrared. Do you know why roosters fucking go crazy so early? Birds can sense infrared light. So to them, dawn is much earlier than we are. That's why they wake us up. That's science. So the fact that you might experience shit that other people aren't experiencing, don't listen to Neil deGrasse Tyson. Well, we know what we're looking at. Not according to the military reports. Not according to pictures. Now, if our military was running technology that nobody's supposed to know about, they wouldn't make it so blatant. Unless they're trying to make people look crazy. So, it's one or the other. It could be both. And remember, our government is trained to lie, because the more ignorant people are, the more the government gets away with. I have to find the actual publishing date of this. It says 1984. And just like you would understand, Jen, there's no trusting the CIA because they're trained liars. And but this is, if you look up here, CIA.gov. This is source material. These are white papers from the CIA. This is the transcript. We're gonna get into this. We're gonna have fun. Until then, I love you all. Just always ask questions. You know, a lot of people think they know everything. They're the dumbest people. They take a piece of information, they copy and paste their beliefs. Me, I question. Why? How did you come about this? And they say, oh, you're a science denier. No. You ask any fucking scientist, how do we get along with science? We question, we test, we experiment, and we look for results. If the dots don't connect, we cannot come to a conclusion. Gen G, I will make sure that you are in on the loop. Like I said, tomorrow might be a long day. But before the week's end, we'll dive into this. Hell, I'll throw it up on StreamYard. Are you willing to come on? You want to come on? We could all just hang out together. There's never asking too many questions. The problem is when they don't have enough answers. And some people get frustrated when they can't answer your questions. And that's when the dots don't connect. And when the dots don't connect, I have even more questions, or everything you told me until then is bullshit. You know, because the truth doesn't mind being questioned. Lies don't like being cornered. You know. Gotta ask my email address. Yeah, I would come on. Okay. Alright. So I can't promise tomorrow. Tomorrow might be a really long day. We'll see how it works out. I will definitely. It would be later in the day. I mean, I'm out. I gotta be out at the job set by 7. It's about an hour away, so I'm leaving here by 6. It is 1 in the morning, which means I gotta be up by 5. So I'll get 4 hours of sleep, and then I work 10 to 12 to 14-hour days. I would say probably between the 7 to 10 o'clock, somewhere in that window. If we hit it tomorrow, I will go on live. I will go on live and I'll tell you if it's happening or not. Fair enough? I'm actually just going to stare at the screen waiting for your response. Not to make it awkward. Between 7 and 10. No pressure. I just want to be available. No doubt. Yeah, if it's going to happen tomorrow, I will throw something up during the day, depending on how the day goes. This is, it's a pretty long read, but this is from the CIA.gov, you know, and they are meant to misdirect. They are meant to lie. Did they really produce this in 1984? When we go into this, we'll see what we can debunk in real time, or find out if this is really, I mean, it's CIA.gov. This is what your government is telling you. Trust the government. But other than that, I really have to sign off. Jan, have a wonderful night. Thanks again to Yank and Gutter and everybody for tuning in, you know. And I'm not the only one who pursues that website, eh? Well, this is what we call source material. Where'd you get that? Where'd you get that information? Where'd you get it off Breitbart? Off Twitter? Did you get that from Alex Jones? Nah, motherfucker, I got this from CIA.gov. A lot of my shit when it came to coronavirus. Yeah, I'll let you in on a little tidbit. Hold on. Since you're here, since we're here, I will show you something. It's something that might get me banned. I'm not supposed to share this shit because it got me banned so many other times, but I will share it with you right now since we are live. Let's look at COVID. Yay, COVID. Now, this was during the time they were banning people for saying COVID was created in a lab. Look, you got me on a tangent now. Here we go. You ready for this? You better start taking some screenshots. Original article. You can look at this. Converting enzyme to ACE2 proteins of different bat species confer variable susceptibility to SARS-CoV entry. And the main name you want to look for is this one right here. Zhengli Shi. She was the one bragging about it. Now, if you look at the dates, this is April 21st of 2010. This is when the Wuhan lab had adopted our virology experiments. Because I think it was around 2009, Obama and the Obama administration said that this kind of research was too dangerous. It could cause a pandemic. So what happened was Fauci moved it to China, got a $4 million grant to start it up there, put it in a level 4 lab, which eventually it leaked from. And I put quotes up because China, parts of China were never affected. Other parts of China were open within a month. And what happened to all the protesters? And now, they'll play word games. So they used the CoV virus from bats. Okay? So when they say we didn't create SARS-CoV-2, it came from bats. Okay. You took the virus from bats, but what they did do, they swapped around the proteins it would attach to, and they kept swapping them around using lab mice that developed human cells to get it to attach to humans without an intermediate device. So they took a virus that was not able to transmit between humans, and kept playing with it, creating a chimera, part of which was using the AIDS virus as a spike protein, open up the cells of humans, and get it to attach and come in and then grow on humans. And remember in the beginning, they said it is not human-to-human transmissible. And then after, they said, oh, well, it came from the wet market. And then after, they said, don't wear masks. Then 2 masks. Then 10 masks. And it's... Here's the literature. You could screenshot this. You should be able to see it. Let me bring up my screen here. I don't know what the fuck is going on here. I want to bring this up full screen. Okay. So yeah, you should be able to screenshot this. Now, I'm going to show you something about this that not many people will or can. See down here, there's a link. This is what we call sources, okay? Now, I go by sources. Where'd you get that information? Well, I didn't get it from fucking Alex Jones. I got it from the source. So we'll go back here. Hold on. Don't leave me just yet, Jen. I'm gonna blow your fucking mind here. We are going to go to COVID article. This is the link I got it from. So I'll bring this up. Here is the link. We're going to copy this link. This is where that text came from. Okay? Let's bring up my stream. Now you're going to see me like in like multiple dimensions. Let's put it in. Now, what happens when you put in a link that's no good? It says 404 not found. Does not exist. I got that text. Trust me, if I was smart enough to write all that shit and make it up, I wouldn't be doing YouTube after Chip and Ice in the fucking Catskills. Let's put it in and see what happens. Oh, this one's actually a good one. That's not the one I was looking for. But this one is in 2015. Study warned of deadly virus. What year did that come out? What year did we know about it coming out? So they knew about this. That's the text. Published paper. And I got so much of this shit. Hold on, give me 1 second. Is this the one I just put in? Say Hindu Times. Nope, here it is. Okay. This is where that original text came from. Because they used to brag about the science. And what they did was they bragged about it until they caused a fucking pandemic. And then this happened. This is where that text came from. That showed that they were swapping around human ACE2 receptors. Notice how that doesn't say 404 not found. It says forbidden. You do not have permission to access this on this server. Doesn't say 404 not found. Because it exists. It's out there. It's a fucking link. I have the text from it. I happened to catch this one before they took it down. I mean, nobody listens to the Hindustan Times. Well, here's this name again. Zhengli Shi. Shi Zhengli is the American version, but it's technically in the native language of Chinese, Zhengli Shi. A virologist who kept bragging about her work of getting the SARS-CoV virus to attach to humans from bats. So when they say, currently, we did not create the virus. You didn't. You did not. But boy, did you play with it until you got it to infect humans. And they knew that it would possibly cause a pandemic. And these same motherfuckers are saying, you have to take the vax, have to take the vax, you have to take the vax. Why do we have to take the vax? This is the first time in history, in medical history, that they've ignored all therapeutics. I thought it was first do no harm. Nope, not this time. And apparently this vaccine is nothing more than a therapeutic. It doesn't stop the spread. It mitigates symptoms. It sounds like a therapeutic to me, but you have to get it. Okay. And I'm not going to get crazy here. But what they're doing with race in schools, lining children up, making white children apologize for sins of their forefathers, things they didn't do. What did Hitler do? He sent the Jews to racist classes. He would have the Jews stand up and basically belittle themselves. They became subhuman. Look at what they're doing to the people who aren't vaxxed. Right? Forbidden. You never seen that before. Me neither. And I got the text from it. That's where the text came from. That's where the fucking text came from. Forbidden. You know, and just in case there was any kind of discrepancy, let me bring it back up. You see this? No, that's the good one. That's the one that's still up. Hold on, give me a second. This one. MSI UMN. Let's bring up the other one. Let's go down. Let's go down to where this is from. Jesus Christ. Which one is this? What's going on here? There's a link on the bottom. What is it? This one? Maybe this one. Oh, there it is. MSI UMN EDU. This is the fucking link. So there's the link. This up here it says original article. This was accepted in 2010. And then if you go to the link, this is msiumn.edu. I'm not making this up. But see, that's the difference. This is... Not many people are willing to do this. The problem is, Jen, a lot of people read headlines and then copy and paste. But if you get into the article or you dive into the articles, it's like, well, it's not what you represented it to be. I don't come up with my opinions out of thin air. For me to say something, for me to put myself out there, you know, I went to school. My favorite class was forensics and shit. I have no problem digging. Like you, I ask, why? So, to digress from this, we're going to get into the CIA thing about time travel. I'll even touch on the COVID. Hell, if you want, if you're down, the reason why I tend to steer clear of it is it pisses a lot of people off. I'll get into Sandy Hook, 9/11. If you want to explain to me that conspiracies don't exist, well, go tell that to the mob members that get arrested on conspiracies. Conspiracy to commit murder, conspiracy to commit fraud, conspiracy of racketeering. Conspiracies exist. All it takes for a conspiracy is more than one person to agree to commit a crime. That's it. Conspiracies exist. Theories are theoretical, not yet proven. A lot of people say, oh, that's conspiracy, meaning false. No, you're misusing the word. False is false. Theory is theory. Just saying, oh, that's a conspiracy. Again, that's CIA propaganda. They trained people's brains when they hear conspiracy theory. If it's something that goes against their connected dots, they say, oh, that's a conspiracy theory. And the second anybody else hears conspiracy theory, they automatically dismiss it. Brainwashing works. People voted for Biden. It's fucking insane. People voted for Trump. It's fucking insane. People think that Hillary would be a great president. It's fucking insane. Well, we should. And I really think, well, I would love to have you on. I think it would be awesome. And Jen G, I want to thank you for being the last of the Mohicans tonight and not making me feel like a fool yelling at an empty computer screen. I think we can have a lot of great discussions. Feel free to come on and bring Honey on. And hell, maybe you'll be the star of the show. You probably got some questions I haven't asked yet. But it is officially after 1 o'clock in the morning, and I gotta be up in 4 hours. So I am going to call tonight a wrap. Oh, much love to you too. And thank you. I'll let her know. I will pass that on. I'm sure she'll see this in the morning when she gets up. And I really look forward to it. I look forward to it. I'm glad to see other people out there think for themselves and ask questions. You too. God bless. Sweet dreams. Over and out. Catch you on the other side.